afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, riveting, and amazing Propagandacast from your host, Imperial Dane, the one, the only master of propaganda, your only sanctioned source of crony to entertainment in these dark and frightening times. Off here to 1 vs 1 owner. Kholodny Ferma in the west, it is JibberJabber fighting for the Wehrmacht, Germany. Deutschland taking on the role here of the... Oh, let's just go with 17th SS Panzergrenadier Division. West and east, it is Kimbo, fighting for America, freedom, and democracy. Taking on the role here of the 3rd Armored Division. We got here defensive doctrine with Osthoben, defensive fortifications, Stug 3Es, Pack 43s, and sector artillery with Pack bulletins, Panzerfaust, and HN6 bulletins there. Well, Stug bulletins also technically, it's not just for the M6. Basically, they reload slightly faster and have a slightly increased rotation rate, and it's basically the rotation rate that actually matters a bit. Like, most of the bulletins are basically not meant to have like any effect. Like in this regard, the pack bulletin there is, for example, highly anomalous. We got a double awesome start here for Jibber with an MG42. Kimbo so far with a rough start. We got heavy cavalry featuring rifleman defensive structures, smoke barrages, rangers, combined arms, and the M26 Pershing 10. Got pioneers in the center here versus the riflemen who are shooting at an empty church. I mean, I know sometimes there's something weird with units shooting at empty things, but usually it's after the enemy's been there, not before they're there at all. Guys, that's the first one. God damn, it's a church! Shoot! Shoot! It's coming right at us! MG42 being hosed down by the rifleman, popping into the church there. Up north, they got Awesomeness Rifle Squad, 3rd Rifle Squad on the way for Kimbo. Pioneers pursuing the Rifle Squad here. The ever trigger-happy American Rifle Squad. Awesome there around the rifleman. A good doses of lead there. Note he's been focused more on the center around the north, meaning he's actually going to be falling behind the fuel just a tad here compared to Kimbo's already now getting 23 fuel versus JibberJabber's only 10. So already here, I mean, Jibber does slightly risk them. They obviously want to secure the center to try and gain control of the flow of the battlefield here, but I'm not entirely sure that's worth losing that much fuel here in the opponent against the opponent in terms of fuel race there. Back here in Kimbo's space, we're probably seeing some tech very soon. It did take some beatings there, though. Some manpower bleedings. Back here, machine gun there. Could reinforce soon. Northern point being secured there by the Awesome. There you go. Take up for JibberJabber. The jobber. Carve point there. Sees for the fatherland. Denying here Kimbo his field for a bit. Nice bit of harassment there from Jibber. Rifling southwards against the Pioneer. Awesome being southwards. Returning towards the center here. Better maneuvering from both sides. They're looking to catch the other bastard off guard in a Def Series engagement. Seeing some heavy fighting in the munitions point in the south. Riflemen sneaking up. They're trying to get into a good position. They can actually shoot at the German infantry without taking too much fire themselves. That was just going to be a bit tricky. There you go. Pioneers splitting up. And Kimbo sees the opportunity to hit the last storm there with the Pioneers gone. Bit of patience there paying off here for Kimbo. But there you go. Pioneers back. Also, the Osthoben are still getting the bonus there. So it may work out. Oh, never mind. Overwhelmed. And as always, by the way, please remember to like, subscribe, and share, and press that bell button. Helps me and helps you. And also, big thanks to my Patreon supporters, without which this episode would not have been possible. You too can donate by PayPal or pledge and Patreon support the Propagandacast as well. Links are in the video description. And back to a regularly scheduled war. We got Awesome as a rifleman. Rifleman quick close in the Osthoben. If the Awesome getting, say, quick model kill there. Nope, didn't. So that means the rifleman definitely have the advantage of the Osthoben up close. And the Ostrom will have to fall back here for Jibber. We got the Panzergrenadier on the way there for JibberJabber and the 17th. Which was a hastily assembled SS Panzergrenadier Division, which by the time of Normandy at most had a few months of training. So in the part of the divisions only had weeks of training. So while it was relatively large and composed primarily of Ukrainians, well, ethnic Germans from the Ukraine and other such areas, that actually, not Ukraine, but Hungary and Romania. And there may be some from other places as well. Alright, hastily assembled and sort of not quite made up of, by most considered Germans. It had some issues. Always got Panzer charging at the rifleman, engaging with the assault rifle, rather than down to holding half health. The Panzer should easily have the engagement here, and Kimbo at most could try and buy some time, but even then there's the Panzer Grenadiers that could easily backfire Kimbo, who definitely retreats there. In the south, they got Ostman's rear slants. Ostman should win that engagement. Pioneers with flamethrowers there for JibberJabber. Carve point hit again, infantry backing up here, looking to disrupt Kimbo's fuel flow here. We got the captain out for Kimbo. likely going to be seeing some pack houses on a map like this, which is much more narrow and filled with bottlenecks. Pack houses can be quite effective to sort of break up such a stalemate, and of course, JibberJabber in theory could go for more himself. You got the mechanized command post. Half tech, of course, also very possible there for Kimbo. Captain equipped with the BAR, the Browning automatic rifle. MG42 back in the church. 2-2 there for JibberJabber. North here, Panzer securing the northern munitions. Southern point picks east there for JibberJabber and the 17th. We got the coming straight from the MG42, and likely going to get suppressed. There you go. Hosan in close quarters action versus the MG42. Heavy fire there, raking down from on high. In the southeast, Ostrom ding in there on the southern fuel. 2-2 almost done there for Jibber. The Leichter Panzer Speerwagen, Raffen setting out there. Could do with an ambulance here for Kimbo, though obviously not a massive priority at the moment. S-mines here to further disrupt opponent's flow of infantry. Good spot here. Bit more of a blind spot there, so theoretically Kimbo's more like just to accidentally walk into the S-mines there. Thumbs up to Jibber. He may of course also want to consider some telemines at some point. We'll have to see of course if he does that. 2-2 moving in. But always so far good disruptive here by Jibber against Kimbo. Panzer's MG42 being assaulted here from both sides by Kimbo's forces. Big push into the north, quick retreat there. Pioneers basically with a telemine there, good spot. Southern fuel point secure, but Kimbo of course is ignoring the main bulk here of Jibber's forces, just hit north, trying to switch the battlefield around here against Jibber. Good play there by Kimbo, 2 thumbs up. Very good play there. Rather than trying to play into Jibber's hands, he's basically trying to avoid them and just force Jibber to react to his maneuver. So good initiative play there by Kimbo. Of course, it pays off. Close there to Veteran calling in Rangers possibly here versus Jibber. Anti-aircraft for Kimbo to deal with Jibber's infantry and support weapons, and of course light vehicles. Very potent, unless it hits a mine, in which case obviously just scrap. Still, Kimbo is forcing Jibber here to split up his attention, and so far he's working out reasonably right for what they're treating with the Pioneers and the Church to 2-2. Might also spot the S-mine to cause further prevent from doing anything there. Captain going back the carve point, not going to matter too much without anything to really connect with, but it's a start. Up north here, Ralph got routed, almost taken out. They could perhaps pursue the Raven there with the 2-2 a bit more aggressively, but in the end did not. We got the other 2 units here need to be dealt with. Northern Fuel Point claimed for America, freedom and democracy. Pioneer coming up against the captain. Panzer was there back and setting out there from the base. Bunker being set up there in Jibber's base as well. And there we go, we do get Rangers out here for Kimbo. Can't quite upgrade in the right away, but even then they're pretty good infantry. Tough, and the M1 carbines are notably better than the rear stun ones, so they still do a lot of damage. So obviously, he's likely going to be aiming, well, obviously unlikely, he's likely going to be aiming there for Thompson. They could go for bazookas in a pinch, but he is likely aiming for Thompson there. We got Optionals, Ralph Squad here, sneaking up as well, close to Veterans 1. Lots of infantry there, heavily depleted. Kimbo going for the ambulance in the response to such heavy exhaustion of his troops against the Krauts. After moving out there for Kimbo, in the south there, troops advancing, going for the fuel point there again, outmaneuvering their Jibber. Of course, is now split out between the north and the south, which is going to make it easier then for Kimbo to sort of find weakness spots and sort of push through. Hence, again, why did the thing in the first place. So, again, 2 thumbs out there to Kimbo. Good tactical play there, and that's always great to see. So, a lot more interesting than just watching people run straight into the machine gun time and time again. Got a unit wiped, and I guess that's up north here. Looks like the Ralph Squad perished in the face of the Panzer gun in the Ostrom. Bit of blow there to Kimbo in the early mid-game. He got a Pack 40 out there for Jibber and the German army, the Panzerabwehrkanone 40. Slightly innovative anti-tank gun for Soldier, I would say roughly its weight class, in that whereas most anti-tank guns had just one steel plate as its gun shield, the Pack 40 actually used 2 thinner steel plates there with a bit of space in between them. Rough for the same effect, but much lighter, making the Pack 40 more maneuverable for crews, and sort of made it not quite necessarily require a tractor, but even then to move about you still kind of needed one. But you could theoretically manhandle it about on the battlefield like, shown here. Though it still would have been pretty damn heavy. After they're setting up, Pack 40 not quite within range. Quick set there with a handbrake by Kimbo. Reasons they're moving about, clearing out the S-mines possibly. Overall, there, Kimbo's now on control of the battlefield here versus Jibber, though Jibber could try and take a head push for Panzers here versus Kimbo, who is certainly behind on fuel. And that would certainly be the wisest idea here for Jibber, but whether, of course, he commits to that or decides something else is wise, we'll have to see. But from my perspective, just trying to push her fast panzers now would be the best move. More panzer grenadiers though, not a bad pick either. Certainly putting more pressure on Kimbo's infantry immediately. Can also have some nice effects. But with the half-tank moving about, and this is going for panzer checks, I would probably argue just pushing for some, say, fast flak panzer Sturmgeschütz would probably pay off better here. There's Kimbo. They got the half-tank who suffers against the Ostrom here by the center victory point. Other squad moving up, they're going to try and get past the half-tank, of course, with the church easily able to spot them. And, oh, shout out! There's Ostrom with the Panzer Fast, does not react, giving a chance here for Jibber to load out, or maybe it was bait all along because now we got Ralph coming to the north, assaulting the Pack 40, pushing away there. Perhaps some devious plays there by Kimbo, who knows? Rangers going here for the Ostrom in the centre. We got 2 to help deal with that. Rangers there, 1 kill so far. The Carbine singing out a dirge for the Germans. And guys, mine's going off. Rather than taking the casualties as they find their feet blowing off alongside other parts of their lower anatomy. 2-2 going straight for the Rangers here. Panzers providing coming far there. Further south, we got the captain engaging. And far south, we got an Ostrom squad. There's a rough squad here. They want to lay down some mines there if possible. Some S-marks could be helpful. Captain there routed. Jibber is taking up. We notice that there's a drop in fuel and manpower. So he is setting up for the Panzerwaffe. Die beste Waffe. Back here, troops reinforcing. Or der beste, das beste, whatever. In the south here, we got the Ostrom Rifle Squad, 2nd Ranger Squad there for Kimbo, equipped with a Thompson submachine gun. Catching the MG4 in a pretty bad spot, forcing it to retreat. Pack 40 also in trouble here. Kimbo striking hard at JibberJabber. And this, of course, highlights one of the weaknesses of the Ostrom. They're not really good versus elite infantry, particularly not elite assault infantry like the Rangers. They tend to very much make short work of Ostrom. Pack cleared out there. Leaving Jibber in a pretty bad spot. There you go, 2-2 moving in. Can't get past it. Oh, close one, but not quite. So close. And the Ostrom being shredded by the Rangers. And they get wiped as well. We could even see the Panzer wiped up with the Rangers as well. Briefly considered the grenade there, but decided it was not worth it. So Pommerkopf there for Jibber. Pack lost to the Americans. A significant blow there to JibberJabber and the German army. You do not want them to grab any of the support weapons. This is going to make things much worse here for Jibber. Rangers are recently routed. Got another wipe somewhere. Looks like another Rav squad got cut to ribbons here by the German army. Not quite enough, I think, to compensate for the loss of a full Pack 40 here. Stugi out there for Jibber, so Pommerkopf almost done. Going to help deal with the infantry on short term. Rangers here, right in front of the Stugi, shoots, misses, blows through, I think, a few windows, and perhaps some other bits. Second shot there, does some light damage, scraping some poor fellow's knee. My God, my knee, it's scraped. Oh, shut up, Carl. Grow up, you're a goddamn ranger. You're supposed to be tougher. Lieutenant on the way there, plus weapon racks here. Kimbo suddenly putting things into like high gear. Half-tech charging out the Stu E. Alongside the Pack 40, there you go. Trying to clear it out, but at the same time, this close to the basic military reinforced fast. And there you go. Kimbo pulling off a devious maneuver, blocking the Stugi's retreat here, punishing JibberJabber. And there you go. Now threatening to knock out the Stugi, but the half-tech along. But there you go. Clever maneuver there by Kimbo. JibberJabber there got perhaps a bit too aggressive, ruthless, bloodthirsty. Who knows? Either way, though, the Stugi is kaput without really doing much. That's a significant blow there to JibberJabber. And, of course, a big win for Kimbo. Sitting on pitch rounds there, doing some heavy damage, but not enough, not enough. It wasn't timed well enough there for poor Jibber and his even poorer off machine gun crew. Almost blew it apart there with his own button grenade. Yee, this is not quite going Jibber's way. Not quite going Jibber and Germany's way. I mean, still, they have Kimbo a bit on the back foot, but Jibber is paying an increasingly high price for it. You could soon go for the Stu G or go for an Ostwind. We'll have to see what it ends up with here versus Kimbo. We got to return to the Ostrom. I think those Ostrom just retreat. We got the Rangers all moving to lock off the retreat path. And certainly, I think having a good chance of getting a wipe him, particularly with a pop grenade. There we go. Panama grenade. Oh, perfectly thrown there by Kimbo. Good lord. That's another awesome wipe there, and Jibber not only just one awesome squad here versus Kimbo and the 3rd Armored Division. Trenches being dug here in the center for JibberJabber and the German army. Stug is available. The Stug G that is, of course, the Stug is as well. Oh, he goes for the G. He is worried about enemy armor. Also at this point, I mean, with the lieutenant, the captain, and the field arrestment, I think he could get away with an Ostwind, to be honest, would be much more effective as the infantry and the light vehicles. Again, Stug G is always a good choice, but, you know, I think in this case the Ostwind would be a better one. Ostwind needs to retreat. After they're racing after, we got 18 kills, but that half-track has just really been a huge thorn in JibberJabber's side. It is very powerful. Stug G almost done. Northern Field upon lost. I mean, Kimbo's now the one controlling most of the map here versus Jibber, who is struggling here. His infantry being exterminated like rats. There we go, Stug G ready here. Stug 3G ready for JibberJabber. Can he take out the half-track? Can he end this motorized menace there? Go direct hit from the Stug 3 and his Storm Kanone. There's no there. Go gets the half-track. Finally rid of it. Now he just needs to deal with all the Rangers, which is easier said than done, but never let Jibber not try. And there goes already killed one by crushing it. He's going to try and crush more. Obviously a bit tricky to do with the Stug though. But again, Jibber is nothing if not eager. And there you go. Did he just... He killed 2 more, I think. Actually, he might have killed 3 more with that. So he gets a total of 4 infantry kills for the Stug. All by crushing them. I wonder if he can get a medal for that. They don't hand out pancake medals, you idiot. And if they did, I think we would look a bit like the bad guys here, you know. And we're totally not the bad guys in this war, Jürgen. We are not the bad guys. But you're trying to make us look at with metal suggestions like that. Grab the southern point here. Another pack 40 out there for Jibber. He's going to need to push hard here against Kimbo. I mean, right now, Kimbo, most of the map, has an opportunity, beautiful one. Just push ahead there for tanks and really begin rolling over. Jibber, of course, again, found the entire match turned on a bloody plate and just thrown at him. Machine gun sending up there, so now Jibber's going to have some hard work ahead of him. If he could get around to laying down some mines with his pioneers whenever he can, I think it would be a great idea there for JibberJabber. This is Kimbo. As for Kimbo, bring him out and tank is not a bad idea, but I think right now one of his priorities, there we go, should be simply to take out for armor. The faster he can get up panzers or tanks versus the Germans, the better here for Kimbo. Of course, you need to be careful about the Stug, which again has gotten quite a bit there just by crushing his men. Not even shooting at them. We got Panzer the 2 squads to the Lieutenant, threatening the retreat there as well. I think there's a good chance of getting wiped on the Lieutenant. Unless Kimbo gets very lucky. Stug moving forward, taking Rangers as the Osttorben. Stug charging in there. Lieutenant. Wait, what? He blew up one of his own men with a bun grenade. Oh, this isn't quite working out for Jibber, is it? Stug there moving about. Rangers then trouble. We got the pack shooting out on the grenades and the Panzers that get off a hit bun grenade off. Panzer moving forward, needs to probably retreat the other one soon. Rangers there, taking heavy fire from the Stug and the Panzergrenadiere. Anti-tank setting up probably to retreat here. Stug gets a kill there for the fatherland with the 25mm cannon. Panzer there falling back. Some might just want to retreat entirely. Rangers pursuing here the retreating Germans. In the centre here we got Jibber's pioneers pushing forward. Rangers moving in there. Stug down to less than half health. Stug shoots, machine guns up the Panzers as well. Rangers suddenly baited into a kill zone. There we go, bun grenade as well. This time doesn't kill any Germans. Rangers almost wiped out. We got 7 kills on the Stug. Shoots again, doesn't quite in time. Pioneers in the retreat path. They're trying to get a wipe on the Rangers. Close there for Jibber, but oh, gets the wipe actually. Gets the wipe. Mine goes off. Need to pull back the Stug for repairs. Need to grab up in the north as well for Jibber, and he might want to consider more Panzergrenadiers, or at least some Ostrom. He needs more troops, I feel like, here versus Kimbo, who can soon go for the Pershing. Jibber likes going to need another Stug here. There we go, 3rd Panzergrenadier squad there for Jibber. And the German army. Centre victor bomb secured by the captain. Northern field being fought over here by the Austrian. We got Ralph squad already in the way here. Ready to disrupt and frustrate Jibber's attempt to reopen the fuel supply. Raben charging at the Western-3 Austrian, the Ace Truppen. Here there's the Rifleman up close there. The Austrian, even at Western-3 versus Ralph squad are not going to be faring particularly well. And there we go. We got another Ranger squad out here. Told tales of horror of American infantry brave souls crashed beneath the treads of the German panzers. Of course, neglecting that, you know, they could have just run away in the first place. Back here, Ranger sitting out there for Kimbo. Stu almost good to go there for Kimbo. Truly a hero already, though. That Stu, Kimbo, or Jibber, I mean, would have been a lot more trouble. Then he already forgot Betsy 2 them and 9 kills. Betsy 2 also with 5 kills. Halfway to Betsy 3. We got 300 points left versus 296 of Kimbo. Kimbo's now managed to equalise the victory points after again a very aggressive, successful start for Jibber. Just things went slightly pear-shaped, to put it politely. Parts they caught laying down sandbags. Part they can do here with the Doctrine with Defense Forces. Stu charging in, bomb grenade off as well there. Rangers getting blown up. Oh, they almost got a full wipe there. Kimbo's Rangers are being crushed as well with the Stug. Again, 9 kills on the Stug. 9 kills. That Stug. And I was just grinding them up, it seems. Another Stug on the way there for JibberJabber. Punch are going to be here, pursuing the anti-tank and crew looking to wipe it out and regain this valuable piece of German technology. Up north there, Punch is riding the rear slums, grabbing back the northern fuel point of the Pack 40. Can he grab the Pack 40 back? That would certainly be great there for Jibber. I'll just grab the point here. Kimbo found himself on the back foot again. He's very close though to the Pershing heavy tank pioneers. Make run here for the Pack 40. The Panzer up there can only field sick. Stug dashing ahead. This marvel of technology, this engine of destruction, ready to crush more of Kimbo's infantry and also occasionally shoot something. Pershing out here for Kimbo. Need to be careful for that Stug. One mistake right now could doom the Stug. And of course, oh, there are more troops being crushed. We got 12 kills now on the Stug. And the vast majority of the kills comes from simply running over people. Packs opening up, then the Pershing. Second Stug ready, need to fix up the first Stug, which is close to Veterancy 2. Pershing getting Salford. I do apologise for the cat in the background. He does get a bit like that at times. Pershing getting here the Panzergrenadier squad with its 90mm gun. Panzer squad almost wiped out. Here's Stug moving in. Need to be careful that M1 anti-tank out. That can quickly do a lot of damage to the German Sturmgeschütz due to its high rate of fire. Back in after the third going for Jibber. He may want to consider more to help deal with the support weapons to lay down smoke screens here versus Kimbo. Who's chanting with the Stug, catching it from south, trying to outflank here Kimbo or Jibber's lines, but instead runs into both the Stug and a Pack 40 here. Anti-tank ain't great here on the Stug. Needs to get the Stug out there though. Oh, that's going to go down into the M1 unless he gets lucky. And he did. Holy smokes, that was close there for Jibber. That was very close. The Guardian of Nations and command points here for the Sector Artillery Barrage. He needs to find a good time to lay down, in which case he could disrupt a big push to the Kimbo. We got the Ranger moving force right into the line of their greatest nemesis, the Stug. The Stug. Oh dear, that machine is not going to get back home to Berlin, I think. There we go. Wiped out here by Kimbo's Rangers. Panzer moving up here. Could French wipe out the Rangers on retreat here? Very good chance. Very good chance of that, in fact. Something got destroyed. There we go. Ranger squad wiped out. Ace Panzer gonna deal. I think they might have a chance of putting their machine gun cleared out. Perhaps. Gonna be a close one, but no. Kimbo makes it off the machine gun. That was incredibly close. He didn't. Pershing being fixed up. You got 12 kills there in the east. Some mighty Panzer gonna deal. Need the Stug fixed up. Up north, they got Panzer was the Ranger squad there. The Panzer squad moving up here to flat in the retreat path. Kimbo this time though catches on a bit faster and gets them the hell out of there. The other Stug being fixed up. Very good. Then could do with more pioneers here for Jibber. Back here, healing force going for Kimbo. While he does have weapon racks research, we're not really seeing a lot of weapons actually being handed out though here for Kimbo. But they're not worth it there. First moving force, pioneers in the fire here. We got Sector Artillery called in here by Jibber. Could take out some of Kimbo's stuff if he's not careful. Ultimately not do nothing. Pack cleared out. There you go. Anti-tanker crew knocked out by German artillery. Need to get the pioneers out of that building before it collapses. Oh, never mind. Stuke's could try and take out. There you go. More to fire. Knocking out the anti-tank gun. Second Stuke there is far removed. Oh, they're taking another path there. Another hit than the Pershing. Going for deep flank here. A bit risky there, but could pay off. There you go. Pershing almost down. Could Jibber Stuke take it out? Oh, maybe not. Close one there, though. Close one. Panzer there, best the captain. Units being wiped out here. Heavy casualties for Kimbo and for Jibber. Jibber, though, continues the hunt for the Pershing with the Stuke. His veteran T2 Stuke. Jibber's willing to risk this heroic, murderous crew in his vengeance and quest for destroying the Pershing. Stuke hits the dirt again on the tree line. Really trying here versus the Pershing. They're going in circles about each other. I think Jibber just needs to disengage. Disengage, Jibber. Get out of there. Save the Stuke. Even if the Stuke goes down, it goes down doing what it loved. Running over Americans. Truly, they embody the German spirit. Now the Stuke on the way there for Jibber. Need to fix up the other Stuke. Needs replacement parties. Needs to replace everything. Like some heavy losses there for Jibber. Didn't get the Pershing either, though he did again crush a bunch of Kimbo's troops with that Stuke. In the end, it had 16 kills. 1 vehicular kill. The rest were just infantry kills. Maybe a few of them actually involved being shot at with the machine gun and the main gun. A few of them definitely were, but the vast majority of those kills were just ground up meat for the crew. Rangers is securing the centre there. Panzer going to be pushing forward for JibberJabber on the 17th. Note that the Stukes in the 17th SS were actually Stuke 4s, which were commonly used for Panzer Grenadier divisions. Since technically they were supposed to have a Panzer battalion, but they couldn't, so they typically got Stukes. Additionally, the 17th SS were actually supposed to have a battalion of Jagdpanzer attached to his tank destroyer regiment, but couldn't receive that, so they had to make do with Marder Freeze. Almost got the range of the Panzer, but got the MD-42 there, previously lost there to Kimbo, blocking the further pursuit there. The Panzer is close shave there for Kimbo. Pack being recruited there. Stuke being fixed up. You can get out some Ostmans here versus Kimbo. I think it'd be great here for Jibber. Also some mines here, I think would be quite helpful. Up north, the Captain striking force there for Kimbo and Democracy. Reasons the way there for Kimbo as well. Southern point to be short by the Major. Panzer scored almost down there for on the way there for Jibber. I feel like he probably shouldn't have rushed down with this Stuke after that Pershing. I feel like he should just pull it back for repairs and reorganise, maybe bring out some armour to help deal with the infantry again, like an Ostwind. I think he'd be in a much better position here versus Kimbo against. I mean, if he did crash the re-echelons, I don't think that was worth the Stuke. It was hilarious, entertaining, but not worth a Stuke. Major there charging at the Ostwind. Fixing up the Stuke there. Rangers reinforcing, or he should reinforcing soon enough. Though so far, none quite happening there for Kimbo of the 3rd Armoured Division. Another machine gun there on the way for JibberJabber and the German army here. Stuke's bombarding here the Major with shots. Second Stuke moving up and second hanging back. They're backed up with an MD-42. Feel that still that Jibber would benefit from a mortar here versus Kimbo. Again, smoke screens and just regular artillery fire to help deal with the support weapons. I think could be quite effective for Jibber versus Kimbo, in particular again on a more narrow and enclosed map like Kholodny Ferma. Sherman almost done there for Kimbo, bring up more armor here versus the Krauts. Ace Panzer going for a flank here if they can get past him before 2. It will work out, except there's a Pershing covering set flank, so, you know, nice effort there for Jibber, but Pershing in the way. Need to retreat the Panzers up north here. We got Panzer versus the Cap, need to retreat before they get wiped. Don't think Jibber at this stage can afford such infantry losses consistently. Whew, that was a close one. That was a very close one. Pack up the centre, be careful, there goes shot fired after suspected Pershing position, but didn't quite pan out. Or maybe just because I was allowed to shoot on it in armour. Oh, needs to retreat the Panzer before the church collapses up north. Stuke's going for the Sherman. Main gun out. Sherman barely operable here against the German armour. Quickly take it out. Pack clue out there, going to be destroyed here by Kimbo's and tank and Pershing. Good work by Kimbo. Quick response there. Stuke continue the pursuit up north. Needs to be careful that Jibber does no extend here versus Kimbo again. Panzer almost taken up by the Pershing. Rangers also contributing to the issue. Stuke is rushing into the Kimbo's base here. I feel like Kimbo's making a... or Jibber's making a bit of a bad call. Oh, he's now going to try and encircle the Pershing instead. Or maybe that's the part of the plan overall. Make it look like he was going for the Sherman and the ambulance. But instead, he was baiting in the Pershing. Ivy? Got a bit risky here, but almost looks like he could be pulling it off here versus Kimbo. He's almost got the Pershing, but there you go. Stuke's all taking hit from the anti-tank guns. Need to be careful here. Need infantry support. Almost got the Pershing. Pershing 82. Can the Stukes take it out? There you go. The Pershing is down. Stukes are almost down as well. There you go. One Stuke kaput. Kimbo's got no armor left. Jibber's got one Stuke. And the Stuke escapes. Clearly the driver was the brother of the other Stuke. Apparently quite good at reversing of Americans. I'm sure their mother would be proud. She once tried to run over President Roosevelt. Was arrested though and deported back to Germany. Rangers of the Panzer are tied to hold up a grenade assault. Stuke in need of repairs. Second Stuke rushing force there for Jibber. Straight into Telemine. Could Jibber finish it off? Probably not with the Stugie, though. Probably not with the Stugie. That would be perhaps a bit too optimistic. And the Stugie is in no condition to rush after that. Antenna under fire. Shot fired. Could get it here. Crew is already low on health. Their vitals depleting as the Germans are approaching. But they're going before 2 there. Covering up here. Need to force retreat here. Oh, fall back there for Jibber. We got 275 as 138. Artillery called in as well there. Need to retreat those Panzer grenadiers now, I think. Maybe, maybe not. Northern Freeman lost here to Kimbo's infantry. Looks like setting up for another Pershing. Panzer there so far. Risky play there, but he's basically hold on there. Oh, that call almost gone bad there for Jibber, but somehow the Panzers avoid getting wiped here. And second recruit needs to get the Stu E out of there. 3 kills. Still, he's going to try crushing someone with that one as well. I sincerely hope Kimbo has a driver's license or ever gets one. I have a suspicion that would be a bad day for mankind. Jibber, that is. Kimbo maybe as well, but Jibber's actually mad. I keep missing that for some reason in my head. But, you know, I probably hope neither of them ever gets a driver's license, to be honest. In particular, not Jibber, though. Particularly not Jibber. Northern point secured. Their Captain routed machine gun on the way there for Kimbo. No decides against it. Major under fire there. Jibber still feel like could do with a mortar, and another machine gun will also be helpful here versus Kimbo's infantry and support weapons. A few mines here and there. I think could also be a great investment there for Jibber, to be honest. Again, northern side here with some S-mines and telemines could, I think, make it much harder here for Kimbo to against. Similarly, southern side could also benefit from that. Or maybe machine gun bunkers. Like, there's a lot of things I feel like here Jibber could be going for versus Kimbo. We'll have to see. Kimbo, though, flooding out of manpower. Shouldn't be doing that. More Rangers, more infantry. Mortars could also be a great investment. Or pack archers with Kimbo. Like, there's a lot of things he can investment. He's got plenty of manpower open for that. So, definitely feel like he should be going for something rather than just holding up resources for the Persian. Are they Stuke? They're ready. More Rangers out there for Kimbo. And Freedom. We got 225 to 97. Close to the Pershing. Hits a mine though. Hits a mine. Rears down to fire. We got Panzer moving up at the Sherman nearby though. Opening up the Panzers need to retreat that squad. There's all low health. Would be a waste if Jibber to lose an A squad. Stuke being south first. Need to get Pioneers on that one fast. They need to reinforce, and he also should consider more Pioneers. Moving in the damage into Stuke. I feel like it's pretty risky there for Jibber. Like, he could easily get outmaneuvered by the Sherman, in which case the Stuke's going to be lost here. 73 points left here for Kimbo, smoking up here to negate the Pack 40. Thumbs up there to Kimbo. There goes. Second Stuke moving up. Still could risk losing the veteran Stuke. He could risk losing it. Got 2% of the Rangers there moving in. Almost got the Sherman. That almost has the Stuke as well. Pack turning around there. All things miss the Sherman. Stuke misses the other Stuke, I suppose. That's great for Jibber. Almost got the Sherman. Pershing out, Sherman down, but the Stu gets hell heavily damaged with the Pershing inbound. That's going to be in a lot of trouble there. He needs to get more parties into fix it here. Stu opening up with the Rangers. I'm surprised he actually hasn't time to lay down repair bunkers, and typically that's what Jibber likes to do. With defensive doctrine, oh, we got the Pershing sitting out there. And that Stu is in a lot of trouble. Shot penetrated, shot bounced. Other Stu moving up here. Rangers pushing forward, so the Pants will try and pop a grenade into the midst. Oh dear, wipe. Things are quickly turning ugly here for Jibber. His decision again to not get those two fixed up as fast as possible is quickly proving to be very bad here for Jibber. He's down to just one Stu-G and a Stu-G versus the Pershing. The Pack 40's isolated, dealt with by the Rangers. Lack of support weapons is not helping slow them down. Stu-G almost got it, but the Stu-G gets blasted. Leaving just now with the Stu-G here versus the Pershing heavy tank here. We got two Pioneer squads, two Pants Grenadiers, and a battered up Stu-G. Pack's about to get destroyed here by Kimbo's forces, having none of that. Ordering it to hold fire to decrease the chance of it shooting at the Pershing, giving away its position, giving the Pershing a chance to knock it out. In the south here, we got a deep flank with the Panthers and the Pioneers, trying to clear out support weapons, turn them against here. Kimbo, a desperate raid here by Jibber. Realizing he can't get anything in his base to work here versus Kimbo. He's going to anti-tank gun hunting to turn them against Kimbo. Stealing from his opponent to beat his opponent with. Tactically sound, just running into some issues, like for example, his Panther was trying to clear out the anti-tank gun, and now it's really close to the base, so he can't actually grab it. But it was a nice attempt there. Stu-G finally knocked out here by Kimbo's M26 Pershing. Bomb grenade in the base here. If he'd laid down some Telemines, I think previously could have had, I think they could actually stop the Pershing and actually unwound the engagement, but that's that. Obviously, again, some players can have a harder time laying down mines late in the game, and I understand. Meanwhile, oh, we actually got one there, but there's also plenty of mines here from Kimbo, lots of line to vehicle mines. Thumbs up there to Kimbo on that one. Absolutely brutal fight here, though. Absolutely brutal. Southern Porcinius caught by with the captain, lost one wiped out. Trenches secured. Pioneers rushing northwards, trying to lay down more Telemines, hoping to bait in some arm and deal with that. I don't think Kimbo's going to be willing to pursue the Pioneers with that. Or is he? Is he actually? No. Even these long victory points, I don't think Kimbo's willing to conduct something so short-sighted there. Panzer versus the Rangers, we got an A squad there with 17 kills, one with 1 kill. MU-42 on the way for Jibber. Pioneer squad falling back, all being held up here by the MG-42 there, which Kimbo's been using quite successfully here versus Jibber.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
We got 166 versus 43. The situation is quickly turning very ugly here for Jibber. Whatever hope there might have been has seemingly been buried here by Kimbo. Fixing up the Pershing. Back here, just reinforcing healing for JibberJabber. Sherman away there for Kimbo. Pioneers being shredded here by the incendiary armor piercing rounds, almost wiped out. And that's going to be wiped there on Jibber. It's Pioneers. They did go down fighting, but in the end, not sufficiently fighting enough. There you go, Rangers now with the Thompson and our Flamethrower. Doubly bad news for whatever infantry JibberJabber has that actually survived this long. You could go for another Stu-G. There we go, another Sturmgeschütz. Southern point being held up, but the captain still is locking down every point here versus Jibber. Jibber though still believes in victory. But can he achieve it? Can he wrest it from Kimbo's bloodstained hands? With his own very much bloodstained hands. Making things rather slippery, to be honest.
Enemy forces have 100 points remaining.
Also firing down the Panzer Grenadiers. Jürgen drops dead as he explodes. So he drops dead in pieces, I guess. Almost lost the Ace Panzer squad. That's quite a blow there to Jibber. Now then taking away there for Kimbo, Thomas locked down these Stooks. There you go. Panzer being hosed here from both sides. Pack gets a hit in the Sherman. Stook ready here for Jibber. Panzer squad there. Very poor condition. Sherman's like going to be wiping them out here. Very lucky there for Jibber. There we go. Ace Pencil squad gone. Sherman half health. There you go. No infantry left now for Jibber. Just one Pioneer squad, 2 machine guns, and, well, a pack. Well, and a Stug. That's really all that's left now for Jibber here versus Kimbo. And with this, I think Jibber has firmly lost whatever tiny opening there might have been, was just got shot down there by Kimbo. Shut hard down. So yeah, that's it for that by Jibber, but I feel like at times he made a few too risky pushes with insufficient support. And suffered some losses due to that. Also that early Stuggy with just being blocked up at the half, just again due to that dive there. I think it was really one thing that just really left Jibber in such a poor position. Now Kim swinging the game around there. He just not done that. I think in a better position, to be honest. I think Jim would have a better position. Also, again, Mortis is more Telemann in. I think could also be quite helpful versus Kimbo, but that's that. But yeah, right now, Jibber just seems to be finding a bit more. Perhaps out of some weird, twisted sense of honor. Who knows? But yeah, there you go. GG, game over. Loss here for Jibber, victory for Kimbo. A brutal fight here with skill and wits from both sides. And then though Kimbo prevailed, whereas Jibber at times again made these, I would say, slightly extended assaults that rather end up costing him dearly. Again, he was, I think, at times very close, but defeated himself. Kimbo, I think, played quite solidly though. Could have again done with some support ones of his own, which I think would help out greatly. But there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. Hope you learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on, and tell a friend, tell a family, but don't tell enemies. This is Imperial Links and cheers. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you tomorrow again for a nice episode. Bye.